global warming is something very controversial. You have people that don't believe that it is happening, and then you have ones who believe that's the cause for all of the natural disasters we see across the earth. And I'm going to talk about some renewable energies, which is energy that is produced and it never goes away. The sun, the wind, and the water. The first renewable energy is solar power, and the way that solar power works is the sun shines down on these panels that are lined with silicone, but these days it's more of like a copper type crystal that's in these panels, and it captures the energy and then they harness it for power. There's not much land use that goes into solar panels. According to William and Mary Cunningham's environmental science book, 0.3% of the Sahara Desert is used to power 17% of Europe's energy needs. Another renewable energy is hydropower, like the Hoover Dam and the Three Gorges Dam. The way hydropower works is a plant's turbines convert kinetic energy into mechanical energy, and then the generators turn the mechanical energy into electrical energy to power homes. The Three Gorges Dam makes enough energy as it matches 25 nuclear plants. The amount that the nuclear plants put out is the same as one dam. There's a downside to hydropower, is that the turbines can cause death in salmon, but according to the Masters of Renewable Energy's website, you can divert the water around the turbines when you know the salmon are making their runs. Another energy is wind energy, and the sun drives the wind by conduction, convection, and radiation. The energy output depends on how fast the wind is going through the rotors, and a 1.8 megawatt wind turbine can produce enough energy to power 520 homes for a year. Some of the reasons that we are having a problem with our ozone layer and our air quality is because of strip mining and fossil fuels, and also underground mining. Some of the environmental impacts that strip mining causes is soil erosion and land destruction, and it can also contaminate groundwater. According to Greenpeace International, underground mining emits greenhouse gases, which is the largest greenhouse emitter into the air. Underground water can also be toxic once that it is mixed with fresh water and fresh air. And burning fossil fuels is the largest greenhouse gas emitter that we have on this planet. It releases 3.2 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the air annually, and 98% of U.S. energy comes from burning fossil fuels. There are some health impacts from strip mining, underground mining, and fossil fuel burning. For mining, the health impact on humans is the black lung disease, cardiopulmonary disease, kidney disease, hypertension, and toxic levels of arsenic and mercury are found in the food chains near the neighborhoods that live by the mines. There's a thing called fine particle pollution, and it's tiny pieces of fossil fuel that has been blown into the air, and you ingest those, and it causes premature deaths in people who have heart and lung diseases. More deaths actually than drinking and driving or homicide. Respiratory infections, irregular heartbeats, and according to the state of Indiana, there was a 26% increase in sudden infant deaths for newborns who lived near these types of plants, and a 40% increase in respiratory deaths in people who lived around these areas. Again, climate change is something that's controversial. Some people want to embrace the facts and make changes, and it only seems to make sense. Why not use something that's renewable and it's free? Water's free, wind is free, and sun is free. And The only downsides to these things, like wind turbines, can be loud and unattractive, but it's better than filling our air with toxic chemicals that can eventually hurt us. We need to take care of the planet as well as the planet can take care of us, and no better way to do that than to use renewable energies.